The TED Talks on this list feature real-world Spanish from native speakers from all over the Spanish-speaking world. Here are 15 excellent TED Talks in Spanish to grow your knowledge and vocabulary. Secretos de la relación, corazón-cerebro by Luciano Sposato. Luciano Sposato delivers an eye-opening TEDx talk in Secretos de relación, corazón-cerebro. In this 2019 video, he talks about the connection between the heart and the brain, revealing the scientific explanation behind going with your heart or gut feelings. He also discusses the latest scientific research showing how the heart and brain communicate and how this relationship impacts our emotional health, decision-making, and overall well-being. Luciano Sposato is a great example of the melodic Argentine accent.
¿No les parece una barbaridad que una de las mentes más brillantes de la historia de la humanidad haya equiparado al cerebro humano con un radiador?
Add that to the fact that the video offers professional subtitles in both English and Spanish, and you have the perfect 15-minute video for listening practice. Canaliza tu energía y termina tus proyectos by Stefany Cohen. Canaliza tu energía y termina tus proyectos by Stefany Cohen is a very inspiring TED Talk where she explains how to effectively channel your energy to complete tasks and achieve goals. In just 12 minutes, Stefany emphasizes the importance of focus, discipline, and taking action to overcome procrastination and really staying committed to long-term projects. Stefany is Venezuelan, and like most Venezuelans, her speech is rhythmic and she omits D's or S sounds at the end of words. But that's not to say that this is a hard accent to understand.
Bienvenidos al Museo de las Cosas que se quedaron a medias. Está lleno de buenas intenciones y de desilusiones.
As a matter of fact, her clear and motivational way of speaking makes it very easy for Spanish learners to follow along. And it's especially helpful for anyone who wants to be productive, since you can practice Spanish for 12 minutes while learning how to fight procrastination. What's more productive than that? ¿Qué tienen los pobres en la cabeza? By Mayra Arena. ¿Qué tienen los pobres en la cabeza is a TED Talk where Mayra Arena reflects on the prejudices often held about poverty. In this 13-minute TED Talk, Mayra draws from her personal experience growing up in one of the poorest neighborhoods of Bahía Blanca. In her talk, she challenges common stereotypes while providing insights into the realities of poverty. This is another great example of an Argentinian accent, except this time, Mayra's accent is specifically from Bahía Blanca.
Cuando nos ven usar unas zapatillas que parecen traídas de otro planeta.
In this TED Talk, you really get to see how different Spanish-speaking countries have different vocabulary for everyday terms, like saying varón for boy or útiles for supplies. So this is definitely a must-watch for anyone interested in Argentina's regional vocabulary and colloquial expressions. No Vayas más al Gimnasio by Julian. Julian delivers a hilarious 13-minute TED Talk in No Vayas más al Gimnasio. This Argentinian speaker talks about how fitness doesn't always require a gym membership and that small, everyday activities can keep us healthy. He also challenges traditional fitness norms by advocating for more creative and sustainable ways to stay in shape, such as walking, stretching, or using household items for exercise. And he doubles down on the fact that, above all, physical activity should be fun, and the easiest way to do that is to turn regular exercise into a game. Because when we play, everything becomes easier. As you can probably imagine, this 2021 TED Talk is filled with vocabulary related to health, fitness, and everyday life, so you can expand your language skills while exploring a much-needed modern take on well-being and fitness.
Movimientos que hacemos todos los días: empujar, traer, rotar, saltar, correr.
El que resiste, gana by Carlos Egido. El que resiste, gana is a TED Talk where Carlos Egido emphasizes the importance of resilience and perseverance in overcoming life's challenges. In this 2018 TED Talk, Carlos illustrates how steadfast determination can lead to success, even in the face of adversity, and how it's really our values and our preference that bring us closer together, not actually our skills. This short 9-minute video is a very interesting mix of Castilian and Mexican Spanish, since the speaker is Spanish but has been living in Mexico for several years.
Porque Pedrito es buena onda, porque me gusta estar con él.
So we get to experience extremely Mexican terms like onda, meaning vibe, while hearing the distinct dialect from Madrid. Hearing him use Pedrito as an example of a random name, it really doesn't get any more Spanish than that. El poder de la disciplina by Gabriel Batistuta. El poder de la disciplina by Gabriel Batistuta talks about the significance of discipline in achieving success, all while drawing from his own illustrious football career. Batistuta emphasizes that talent alone is not enough. There are 3 things everyone needs to succeed: a clear objective, humility, and discipline. This 2020 talk also provides cultural insights into Argentina and features the Reconquista version of the Argentine accent.
Ese día de lluvia, yo focalicé mi objetivo.
And for those counting, there's 3 versions of the Argentine accent you can familiarize yourself with watching these TED Talks. Plus, you can watch all of these TED Talks on FluentU. So even if you haven't mastered the Argentinian accent yet, you can use their interactive subtitles to check meanings on the go. FluentU takes authentic videos like inspiring TED Talks, music videos, movie scenes, clips from TV shows, and the news, and turns them into personalized language learning lessons. Plus, FluentU now has a Chrome extension that lets you learn with any Netflix and YouTube content that has subtitles. It simply makes each subtitled word clickable, so you can instantly see meanings, examples reading by language experts, and video examples of native speakers using the vocab across different contexts. And you're able to add the word to your vocab to practice them in a personalized quiz on FluentU later, whenever you want. You can also import your favorite YouTube videos into your FluentU account, making it a lot easier to watch them and learn on your phone. In addition to this, FluentU has Spanish lessons with helpful teacher explanations. At the end of each lesson and video, you get personalized quizzes and speaking questions to make everything you just learned really stick. By the way, what Spanish TED Talk would you like to learn Spanish with? Comment below to get a chance of winning 1 year of FluentU for free. You can also click on the link in the description below to check it out with a free trial. Now, back to our list. Cómo hablar con otros que piensan distinto by Guadalupe Nogués. Cómo hablar con otros que piensan distinto is a TED Talk by Guadalupe Nogués, where she addresses the challenges of engaging in conversations with individuals with opposing viewpoints. In this 14-minute TED Talk, she emphasizes the importance of empathy, active listening, and open-mindedness, and she claims that they are the only way to effectively bridge ideological differences and foster constructive dialogue. Since this is another instance of a speaker from Argentina, we get to see how everyday vocabulary used in Latin America is much more similar to English than the terms used in Spain, like the use of evidencia instead of prueba to mean evidence, for example.
La evidencia a veces es dejada de lado a la hora de tomar decisiones o de formarnos una imagen del mundo.
Cómo aprender una lengua y contribuir a la sociedad, by Luis von Ahn. Cómo aprender una lengua y contribuir a la sociedad is a TEDx talk by Luis von Ahn, the creator of Duolingo. In this short 10-minute talk, Luis explores how learning a new language can benefit both the individual and society. How? Well, Duolingo teaches students languages for free, in exchange for them translating text which the app then sells, leading to a student contributing to society for free. The Guatemalan speaker emphasizes that learning a language not only improves job opportunities, but can also contribute to social good by doing something that we rarely do: allow students to directly contribute to society. Guatemala is known as one of the most phonetically neutral Spanish accents. Combine that with the fact that the speaker's pace is low and his speech is simple and to the point, and you really have the perfect listening exercise.
Ahora resulta ser que esta idea se le ha ocurrido a miles de personas y además ni siquiera funciona.
A mi mala suerte la escribo yo, by José Playo. A mi mala suerte la escribo yo, by José Playo is a fantastic TED Talk that explores the idea of the power of narrative and personal agency in overcoming life's challenges. In this 2021 TED Talk, José Playo discusses how we often let the negative aspects of life define us, and he claims that by reframing our experiences and telling our own stories, we can gain control of our fate. His speech is on the longer side, being a little over 18 minutes long, but trust me, it's worth a listen. This video is filled with accessible language, and José is from Argentina, specifically from Córdoba.
Yo tengo muy presente esta situación porque el dolor que yo sentí en ese momento incluso era peor que el que sentía en la espalda, ¿no?
So you can add that to the list of Argentinian regional accents that you can now identify. Cómo promover la felicidad de los peruanos, by Jorge Yamamoto. Cómo promover la felicidad de los peruanos is a TEDx talk where social psychologist Jorge Yamamoto explores the factors influencing happiness among Peruvians. In this 2013 TED Talk, Jorge delves into Peruvian cultural values, social relationships, and community dynamics, emphasizing the importance of integrating traditional values with modernity to enhance well-being. Jorge Yamamoto himself is from Peru, and Peruvian Spanish is quite easy to understand, but it does have some expressions that you wouldn't find in Spain. For example, such as saying luego de to mean after, or en el Perú to say in Peru.
¿En qué momento se jodió el Perú?
All in all, this is the perfect TED Talk for anyone interested in Peru, whether you're talking about its society or Spanish. ¿Por qué son obras de arte los videojuegos? By Maria Luján-Outon. ¿Por qué son obras de arte los videojuegos? Is a TED Talk where Maria Luján-Outon explores the artistic and cultural value of video games. In this 2021 TED Talk, Maria defends the place of video games, or videojuegos, in the world. She argues that video games are a unique medium that combines storytelling, visual art, music, and interactivity, creating a rich, immersive experience that is akin to traditional forms of art. If you're interested in video games or art at all, this is the perfect opportunity to pick some related vocabulary and expressions while enjoying, yes, you guessed it, another Argentine accent.
Son distintas formas en las que el videojuego puede llegar a ser considerado arte.
Y si nos conocemos, by Ignacio Iglesias. Y si nos conocemos, by Ignacio Iglesias is an insightful TED Talk about the power of human connection and the impact of truly understanding each other. In this 18-minute talk, Iglesias uses several personal anecdotes mixed with thought-provoking questions. By doing so, he highlights the importance of building bridges between people, especially in a world divided by prejudice and misunderstanding. You can tell that Ignacio Iglesias is Spanish from a mile away. If not just from his accent, from his use of the term tocho, a very informal way of referring to a very large book.
Y nada más entrar me dieron un libro gordo que resultó ser un reglamento de fútbol, un tocho.
This TED Talk is full of approachable language and everyday conversational vocabulary, all spoken in a very clear Castilian accent. La belleza del color de la piel humana, by Angélica Das. La belleza del color de la piel humana, by photographer Angélica Das, challenges conventional perceptions of skin color and ethnic identity. In this quick TED Talk, Angélica introduces her project, Humanae, which captures portraits of individuals and matches their skin tones to Pantone colors. This highlights the vast spectrum of human skin colors beyond traditional racial categories. While the speaker is Brazilian, she speaks in the Argentina dialect, which you can tell by her use of the term pancakes instead of the Spanish term tortitas.
Y la otra, adoptada, beige como un pancake.
This 2013 TED Talk involves many cultural nuances with vocabulary related to human experiences and social issues, and it really is a must-watch for any human being or Spanish learner. Cómo conocer a alguien en 30 segundos, by Micaela Amore. Cómo conocer a alguien en 30 segundos is a TED Talk where Micaela Amore explains how social media platforms have completely transformed the way we get to know each other. In little over 4 minutes, Micaela demonstrates that by examining someone's social media profile for just 30 seconds, you can glean significant insights into their personality, interests, values, and lifestyle. Micaela, although quite young, is a great speaker and does a great job at explaining how social media has drastically changed the way new generations get to know other people. Plus, this 2019 TED Talk is perfect listening practice for any learner with an affinity for the Argentine branch of Spanish, and it is a great way to familiarize oneself with the Rioplatense accent and its regional vocabulary.
Que no porque esté ahí signifique que es algo 100% real, pero aún así pienso que lo que uno elige publicar también muestra cómo es y lo que quiere ser.
It also has subtitles in both English and Spanish, which of course is a huge bonus. El dulce egoísmo de ayudar, by Juan Rey. El dulce egoísmo de ayudar, by Juan Rey, is a TEDx talk where he explores the paradox of helping others. But how is helping others a paradox? Well, Juan Reyes claims it is a form of positive egoism. During his 10 minutes on stage, he argues that by offering support and solidarity, the receiver isn't the only one that benefits. He claims that, in fact, the giver experiences significant personal satisfaction. Doing good deeds and feeling good about them is a universal human experience. Pair that with an easy-to-follow Mar del Plata accent, and you have the perfect addition to our list of excellent TED Talks to help your Spanish.
Si no lo pueden hacer desde el lado del corazón, que por favor lo hagan desde el dulce egoísmo de ayudar.
And if you enjoy seeing people at their best and at their worst while listening to a variety of Spanish accents, you'll love this next video where we share the 14 best Spanish reality TV shows to learn Spanish.